Let's talk about what are Google Analytics configuration recommendations. So again, Google Analytics is a Google service that you use to connect to your website so that you can then track different statistics and data points and values about people that are visiting your website. So once you've gone through actually setting it up and you have the proper code added to your website, so the data is coming from your website back to your Google Analytics account, there are some settings within your Google Analytics account that you may want to do to improve those settings. And they're divided into a few parts. The first one is actually the account settings. This is areas where you'll find things like user management, so that's where your user account is, or if you want to give other people access to your Google Analytics account, you can actually add them in as a different user with different permissions and rights to view different areas. Another thing that you can do at the account level setting is actually set up filters. Filters are actually things that will actually stop data from going to Google Analytics. So the most common one is actually filtering your own traffic. So as you browse your website, you don't want that traffic to show up. And again, since it's you, there's really no reason to ever track it. In fact, it'll get confusing if you are like doing some work on your website and you think there's a big spike and it was just because you were going to your website. So you can actually filter out things. So filtering out your traffic is one of the most commons, but there are other filters. Another part of your Google Analytics account that you would want to configure is what are called property settings. These are things like, first, just the tracking information that you'll actually use to hook it up. Whether or not you want your Google Analytics account linked to other things such as Google Ads or Google Search Console. And then you may want to define and allow certain audiences to be determined based on your Google Analytics account. So all these can be handled within the property settings. Finally, there's something in your Google Analytics account called the view settings. Some of this is very simple, like just what the view is named, but how you might actually see information. But there are some settings you'll maybe want to go through, like filtering out bots when they come to your site and other things. So in conclusion, once you have your Google Analytics account set up, there are some configurations that I recommend that you do. These relate to the three aspects of your Google Analytics account. So the account settings, the property settings, and the view settings. Once you've made these configuration changes, your Google Analytics account's pretty much ready to go. And you can start looking at the different values that you might want to view and to figure out more about people visiting your website. Hope you enjoy it.